Hi.
Hi, are you sure this course is just for 2499?
Yes, and you know this is the only course with this expertise across the world.
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hi and welcome to Geeks. Today we have yet another mock interview where I would be the interviewer and I would be interviewing Hitesh. Now let's have the introduction from Hitesh itself. Let's add him to the screen. Hi Hitesh, how are you?
Yeah, hello, I'm fine.
So can we have a bit of introduction about you?
Yeah, my name is Hitesh Kotecha. I am currently pursuing my bachelor's in Pimpri Institute of College in Pimpri Institute College of Engineering, and currently I'm in final year. I have done many projects regarding web development, uh, blockchain, GitHub, VS Code extension, and etc.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
thanks.
you talk a bit more about your projects?
Yeah, recently I have created a project named as Github Bot, which is basically a GitHub automation tool. What it basically does is when we create a open source software, so there are a lot of problems like if someone changes something and adds a big feature to an open source project, but he or she does not document it very thoroughly. So anyone who would follow that project or want to enhance more changes in it, so he had to go through all of the code and do all of the research by himself. Instead, if at that time the mentor who is coding, who is implementing that feature would have implemented that in documentation, that it would be very easy for the newcomers to go through that document and learn how this feature was built and build on top of that. So what this GitHub bot does is it enforces the developer to add comments, add documents for what of the feature that all he has added, and also it would require approval from the mentors of that project so that he can commit that changes, merge that changes in that actual repository.
Okay, fair enough. So we have the DSA round as of now. So we would be moving forward with that. Can you please share your screen
Yeah,
and open the doc link I've sent you?
and it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so so we would be having the very first question where you are given a string and you need to find all the permutations of the string. Okay.
Okay.
Now, suppose you are given the input as A, B, C. Then the output would be ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA, CAB, and CBA. So what do we mean by permutations? Okay. So permutation, so do you know what is permutation
Yeah, it
of
is
a particular
basically
sequence?
yeah, rearranging the all the letters in that word so that it would form a new word.
Okay, absolutely. So how do you think we can find out all the permutations?
So what we could do is we could first of all create. Suppose we are at the index 0. So first of all we could take a, or we would not take a. Suppose okay. Let me think. One second.
Yeah, sure. Do the drawing and think about the approach, and then we can. It's absolutely fine. Just a bit.
Permutation.
And
Okay. Okay. So what we could do is we could first create an array of characters, and we could iterate through all of the characters. Suppose we have included first character, that is A, in our character array. Then we would again not increment. Then we would look through all of the character and then add them to the second index of second index of that array, and we will do similar for the rest. And we would take answer like last answer what we have formed, and that would give us all the permutation.
Not that.
Hello.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you can proceed.
Yeah,
Can you do
so
a
I
dry
was saying
run
basically,
of the approach?
okay. Yeah. So for this ABC, we could create an tree string. So for first, we could add A, B, or C. If we had
Okay.
added A, then we would neglect this A, and then we have remaining string as BC. Then for this, we could add B or C. If we had added B, then we would neglect B, and for the last only there is
Okay.
remaining one C, and then we would add C. For suppose we have to backtrack then, and for this step, like we have added B, now we would add C, and for the last remaining step, we would remain with B, and we would add that B, and we would get another.
Okay. Fair enough. So I will be giving you the link of this question. So send it in the private chat. Can you start coding that?
Okay.
Yeah. Please change the language to C++.
Yeah, I would be coding in Java only.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, sorry, I didn't know.
Yes, tree. Okay.
I like the new format where we can actually test the solution. Yeah, what happened in my previous mock was I'm testing the code, I'm reading comments, and then I'm also doing all those things. So in the meantime, what happened was I forgot the syntax. Okay, like suppose there is not a semicolon. Suppose int thing I of int is missing. So these all things started happening, and people started pointing this out in the comments. So that is why to have a foolproof kind of thing. Now what I have started doing is I give them the link that yes, this is the link. You can move forward and you can test it over there. That is what I have started.
Okay. Then we would recursively call this function again and again.
Okay, do it.
Okay. 0 to dot substring plus 1 to dot length. Okay, and we would add that then.
Yes, and that would be added in the feedback. So actually, this is a thing to test. So in the mock thing, I don't tell, but after in the feedback, this will be told. So let us see if we can do it or not. So how many people we have? Okay, we have 70 people live. So please like the video if possible. Quickly like the video if possible. Okay. So
Okay, yeah.
on what topic should I give the next question? Tell me the. So yeah, you have done?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So can you
Just
please compile
I just have
and see?
to.
Yeah, it's
So yeah,
absolutely
just
fine.
have to.
Okay. Suggest me the topic. Suggest me the topic for the next question. Like what do you want? Actually, we are asked the strong topics of a particular candidate, and we tend to ask him over that. Why? Because, see, we are not here to humiliate him. So it is just a mock. So, okay,
Oh yeah.
okay. I would take one of it. Just quickly start guessing. Start guessing the topic I should ask him. Okay, okay. Anything else? Anything else? Bas itna?
So it equals.
Okay, mentioning the name also. Yeah, you can mention some names of the famous problems. Mention the names of the famous problems. Like you think, let's see, all the standard questions, yeah, it is fine. But tell me a little bit like a famous one. But you think it is unusual.
Symbols.
Okay. Sayan Sarkar,
Video.
01 knapsack is a kind of very normal one. Like the first problem of DP
Alright.
would be 01 knapsack.
Yeah. Okay. I have got it.
Okay. Can you please submit it?
Okay. Okay. It would.
Okay, so let's start seeing his solution. Point out the mistake, guys. Quickly point out the mistake that he is making. Can you please make the size of the text a little bit larger by going to the settings so that people can also see? No, go to the settings one. Go to the settings after the trip. No, no, no. In the code editor, go to the settings just after the copy button. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Make it to 22.
Okay.
No, make it fit 20. Yeah, something like that. Like this would fit there. Okay, yeah. Everyone start telling me where he is making a mistake. Mm,
Yeah, just we
Cheyenne.
can.
Yeah, Cyan is
We
telling
could
me a
use.
good one. Yeah, tell me. You were
We could
saying
use a
something,
set
Hitesh?
here. Yeah, we could use hash set here. So and lastly, we could add that to array list.
Okay, yeah, we can do it. So what you can also do is you can have a wrapper function. You can insert in that everything, and then you can simply sort it and then return it. It would solve the same thing.
But it would contain duplicate also.
Okay, duplicates is not there. Just let me confirm. Okay, the task is to print the lexicographically sorted order. Okay, duplicate. Okay, insert it in a hash. Boundary traversal of tree. Okay. So don't you think that boundary traversal of tree is a very basic one? Just asking. It would be very basic. Also, we are not here to humiliate him, so yeah. Yeah, see, we are not here to humiliate him, but we are trying to educate the viewers also. So we can't sell that reverse a string or check if a string is palindrome or not. We can't go to that level also. But if you are telling that check a palindrome in the linked list, that is absolutely a very good one. Mm, yeah, Aviral told a very good one. Aviral told a very good one. By the way, I still remember when I was doing my coaching for the IIT JEE, I did it from Akash Institute of Technology. So what happened was there was a person in my class with the name as Aviral. And he was every time he was the first one to answer. Every time. Size of the largest valid BST. Size of the largest valid BST. Okay. Yeah. Surabhi. Yeah. But the problem would arise when, that is why I don't generally move forward with 2D questions in the interviews. Why? Because now we have started testing. And in the process of doing that 2D thing, many people tend to do small variable mistakes. Today, sir, I don't know English. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. So you can learn it also. Yeah, we can use that. By the way, according to my view, C++ makes our life very easier. Like we don't need to do, okay, he is gone. What happened? Okay, seems like he left the meeting. So we would be quickly waiting for him. So do I need to call him? Let me see. Just let me call him also. 738, Okay, let me just quickly see. Hi, Tish. Will you be joining? Okay, sure. Then I'm waiting for you. Okay, okay, fair enough. Can you please turn on your video, Hitesh? Mm, no. I don't think the chat is visible because he is not using a preview screen. If he is using a preview screen, that means that it might be visible. How can anyone be a part of this video? Can anyone confirm? If you want to be a part of this video, make sure you check the description. I think maybe he's getting nervous. Might be the scenario. Sir, I'm learning Java plus DSA, how to convert C++. See, I started off with Java, but then eventually I found out that it is very difficult to survive. So that is why I shifted to C++, and that took me around 5 to 6 days. So why mostly use C++ to solve DSA problem? Because of the availability of the C++ STL. It makes life very easy. So just let me see what is the scenario with Hitesh. No, he is still not there. So we would wait for the so we would still wait for next 5 minutes and then I would turn off. So now this is an open forum now. Anyone can ask anything. So this is now converted to ask me anything session. Okay. So for the next 5 minutes, you can ask me anything and then I would leave. Okay. Fair enough. Let's just quickly see. How much aptitude is required? It entirely depends on the companies you are applying to. Okay, it entirely depends. Some companies do, like Goldman Sachs, do ask a lot of aptitude, but other companies ask comparatively less. So what 5 to 6 things? The 5 to 6 things are that we suppose system.out.println is to be replaced with cout and del. System.out.print is to be replaced with cout. Then the bracket thing is to be replaced by left shift, right shift operator thing. Is he facing connection issues? Might be the case. So how to master recursion? The best way to master recursion is to draw the tree and see how it is working. Okay. Because see, initially you won't have the idea. You would see the code. Recursion code seems absolutely simple, but when you try to think why this is working, this is not feasible. So try to draw the tree every time. So is it easy to learn than is C++ easy to learn than Java? We have been here, done that. I think okay, what is okay, just a sec. Okay. Sorry, there was a spelling mistake. Okay. So just let me check some few. Sir, is this question not solving? What should I do? The question is not solving. What should I do? You should take the first hint from the hint that is available. Now, most of the websites do have hint. In today's era, even contests have hints, three, four hints. Even if you don't have hints, consider seeing the first line, then seeing the second line, and at the end point, you should start saying. So, is Python good for data structures and algorithms? Yes, it is good. Sir, won't you reply to my question? What is your question? Sir, let me see. How many days it generally takes to switch from Java to C++? I think it takes only 1 day, and if you do practice for the next 5 to 6 days, it would be done. So I might miss question. Please ask me again. So, sir, we can also give the mock interview in GFG. Yes, absolutely. If you want me to do it, consider texting me on resume in the LinkedIn. I would be doing it. Else, just mention that you don't want to do. So, will there be any effect of recession on off-campus hiring? I can't say the future. Absolutely, I can't say the future. Is binary search asked in interview or only BST? No, binary search is asked in a majority of interviews, and it is absolutely a kind of very important thing. So, so backtracking and DP is too hard to visible. Backtracking is easy. Like suppose we want to go to a path, and then in the next path we don't want that path to be affected. So in that thing, I can say that yes, backtracking is to be used. Like suppose in a particular path, I need to remember things. Like suppose I want to store the things. Whenever you are told find out all the possible ways, these all things, you can use the concept of backtracking. Like yes, you can store it, and then you can pop out. Like these all things, you can do it. So okay, so what is required for DSA? A good understanding of the data structures, like when is needed what, these all things. So is CP must? No, CP is absolutely not must. So when will be your next live session? It entirely depends. It entirely depends on the team when they would elect me to do the next session. It entirely depends on the team. I'm just working here. So which DSA is mostly used to solve majority problems? I think 2 pointers, binary search, these all things. I'm from Giridih, your neighbor place. Okay, fair enough. So many people remember me. I'm from Dhanbad. That's great that people do remember me. It it brings a smile on the face that yes, somebody still remembers me. Okay, we have Hitesh again. Okay, Hitesh, you back? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry
No.
about that. I think my net was not working.
Okay, so is it working now? Because I think it is not working still
Yeah,
now
yeah.
because your video is pixelating a lot. And I think that when you would start sharing your screen, it would be absolutely worse. Yeah, yeah, your
Just
video
let
is
me try
still
to screen.
pixelating.
Let me try to screen.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Mhm.
So which is better, Python or Java, and why? I think if you're moving forward, move up with Java. Why? Because when you would give online assessments, Python is 4 times slow. Okay, it is but most of the compilers are optimized to have that environment that yes, if the solution is submitted on Python, we are allowed 4x time. Okay, but sometimes the optimization is not that great. So you might fail. So you must have seen people yelling a lot that the same solution is getting an AC, but the same solution is not getting an AC in Python. Okay, yeah. So can you
Oh.
move back to this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you just
That's
sum it
I
up?
think we have to sort it in lexical order also, and we have to check for duplicates also.
Yeah, just
Uh,
insert it in the hash set and then and then return it.
First we have to sort it
Okay,
also. So we
okay,
could
sure.
insert it in a string array
Okay, sure.
and then
So
sort it.
where is okay, sure. So where is Junaid? So Junaid Pasha. Let me look for it. Okay, let me look where he has asked a question. I don't want. I know just mine. Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot, brother. Okay. Is 10th and 12 marks required for placement? Yes, in on-campus, many companies do ask. Sorry about that. I'm absolutely sorry. Actually, I need to see him also and then reply to your text. I don't have any intention of not replying. Sorry, absolutely sorry for that. I'm guessing the logic correct but unable to execute. What should I develop? You should develop implementation skills. What should I do even after solving question getting rejected in interviews? Keep trying. Just keep going. Okay, what should we do now? Okay. I don't know which language start this. Does 8 to 10 CTC companies ask implementation or data structures? Nowadays it does. Because I also heard 5 to 6 years back people used to ask just review. But nowadays the scenario is absolutely different.
It is
Now the scenario is still not the same. So
okay.
yeah, it would be fun to have CSE. So I have not completed my BTech, neither I'm in CSE. I'm a 2023 batch pass out from Netaji Subhash Engineering College. Okay, okay. So we still see, okay, fair enough. Just let me see.
Sort it is okay.
Cover all topics, what should I cover all topics, what should I must do? Start start giving contest and side by start your side hustle too. Like focus a lot on your projects and all. So how do you say plays a role in ML engineer? Not been there. Okay. Please provide your LinkedIn. Okay. Okay. Practice contests and projects. So it entirely depends on your choice. Suppose you want to prefer that yes, I would take a path that would dodge me from the distractions or all. Or suppose you want to explore stuffs on your own. It entirely depends on your personal preference. Cover all topics. Now, what should what next I must do? Okay, fair enough. Okay, so now let's see what Hitesh is doing. Okay, okay, used for each loop and then see
Yeah.
already a connection. Okay,
Yeah, it's
I
totally
do
fine.
accept everyone connection. Okay, fair enough. So
Yes,
can you
so
elaborate your solution? How you did it?
first of all, I have created a set, a hash set, and then I have called the answer function. What basically answer function does is iterate to each of the character, and if that here the function add the character to the our temp string, and then and then leave that character out and add other and pass and call once again call answer, removing that character and passing the whole string, and it will generate our all the answers containing duplicate non-duplicate also, and we would add that to our set, and then we would add it to our string array and sort that string array so that we want answer in lexical order, and then also we want to return not in array but also array list, so we'll add that and our all answers in array list and return the array list.
Yeah, fair enough. So now let's move to the next question. Okay, so in the next question, we are, so let's take a similar kind of question this time also. So in this, we are given a string and we need to find out all subsequence of it. How to do it? Earlier we were to find the permutations of it. Now we need to find the subsequence of it. Do you know what is the meaning of subsequence of a string?
Yeah, means we have to find permutation also, but they should be in relative order should be same of the all the elements.
Okay, okay. Okay, so basically, as you told, is not correct. So permutation, so subsequence is basically a string of the same given string where we can have fewer number of alphabets than the original string, but it should be in the same order as they are appearing in the original string. Like you need to maintain the order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do I make sense?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so his screen is blur. Okay, so
So
okay,
same.
fair enough. Can't do anything, I think. No, it is not the same as next permutation. Hmm. No, Farhan, it is not say that it needs to be contiguous. Subsequence means everything. So subsequence, subarray, okay, like these all things, please try to get the hang of it. Because in my initial days, I used to get puzzled because of them. Yeah, Dhananjay,
Maybe.
that's the solution I'm trying to say.
Maybe. Okay.
Okay,
So
so the
this
question,
is
how much communication skill is required for an interview? I would say that at the end because I have decided already that I need to say about this. Okay, how it can be implemented. Like, yes, I can say that on a scale of 10 to you need to be on a scale of 10, you need to have at least more than seven plus communication skill. But still, I would explain you how to have that. Where are the points that you can implement that 7 pointer communication skill?
uh, Siddharth, what we could do is
Yeah,
we could maintain an array list, and first of all we would iterate through each of the element, each of the character, and for first we would have a in our array list, and like when we are
okay,
in b, we would first add b, and then we would iterate through like we first of all at the previous stage we only have a in our array list, and we will iterate through that array list, and we would add b to that what all elements are present in that array list, and we would get a b. And for similarly like now we are on c and we have a b and a b in previously a b
okay, I'm getting
and
confused. Can you go over that once again? And can you go a bit slow? Because I need to visualize too. Just go over a bit slow.
first we would create an array list and we would add
Okay.
a to it. Like when we are at first character we would add a to that our array list, and then once again we would
Okay.
iterate through like our main iteration is going through all of the character in the main string, and then we would iterate through the array list, and we would add all the element that are in array list. We would first add b, which is the our character, and then we would iterate like only a is present previously in the array list, so we would add b to that array, that string in the array list, like a b. Okay, and for c we would
Okay.
first add c, and there is three elements that we would be iterating through, and we would adding c to end of the each of that string, like ac, bc, and abc.
Okay.
So we would get our
Okay.
answer. Like,
Okay. Fair
but
enough. Can you tell me how would you implement this?
like we would create a array list, and then we would iterate to each of the character and add that character on.
Can you move
So
forward
do
and
we want
can you
that
do it?
answer in? Okay, yeah. Could you give me the
Yeah.
link of that question?
No, kindly open the code editor.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you
So
need
first we
to
will
return a vector or an array list.
okay. Array list would
You
be
need to return an
fine.
array list. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm,
Okay. And we
this
would be
question
given a
might
string.
be super easy, but there are many approaches to this question, and there is a lot of things. Okay.
Okay.
So
So take string as an answer. Okay. While iterating
how to start
answers.
practicing? You can start off with the school level problems of GeeksforGeeks, and that should be fine. No, this is the big solution to this. But the solution he's telling is not the one in the comments we have. So I'm basically trying to find out
Okay.
how this can be done by simply an iteration. Yeah, yeah, sure. I will.
C plus plus. Add character. Add.
Yeah. Actually, the explanation that he did out of his solution was I was not that great impressed with the explanation. That is why I tried to move forward with the next question. That is why.
Answer. Okay.
Which website is best for noob DSA solver? The website which has the most basic, like print a string, reverse a string, find a check if it is a palindrome or not. Yes, Nathan is clear about this.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have the interesting part. He would be running his solutions. Okay, using a for each loop, he is trying to do it.
And we would
He would
build
be
this
printing
as
that in the yeah. Currently, I'm interning at GeeksforGeeks. I would be graduating in 2023 next year.
characters.
We had an error here.
Like it is the error with my compiler only.
Okay.
Java is failed.
So why JFG mock test is so easy? It's because it's on a public platform. So what I try to do is it's on a public platform. So when I started off with the all public public platform things that when I started explaining my approach. So a person who is doing coding in his room or have never been to public platforms, coming to the live stream and then explaining his questions, many people don't become nervous or they don't have it. That is why I tend to ask easy questions in the first hand. Then the next question is a bit standard level. That is why. He's using IntelliJ, I think so. You are given the how to participate. You are given in the
Okay.
okay. So Hitesh, do you have a better solution than this instead of this debugging thing?
Uh, can
Because I don't think this is gonna work.
yeah, it's working fine, but like I have generated the output A B A
Okay.
B C, but better solution than this.
Yeah. Not you can move forward with any other solution also.
For
Okay.
like you are asking better time complexity solution.
No. Can
Okay.
you suppose you're doing this iteratively? So is there any other
Hmm.
way to do it iteratively? And what is basically how is your solution working?
We could use recursion also. What I could see.
Okay. How would you use recursion?
We would use recursion. Base condition would be till the string is not empty, and we would just use our first character and add to the previous answers that had already
Okay.
been stored in this
So
array list also.
can you please use the can you please use ABCD again for the input test cases? Print it.
Yeah.
Okay, just a sec. Let me remove the banner. So can you paste the code in the doc because your screen is pixelating a lot. Can you please paste the code?
Okay. Okay.
Just paste the code.
Mm,
Okay. Don't worry, don't worry. I will be changing it. Don't worry. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so just let me do it. And text color to black. Okay. So what you're doing is you're starting off with the very first index and then you're adding that character. Now what you're doing is you are taking out the size. Okay. So now what you're doing is you're taking out the character at J and then you're adding that to the I. This is what you're doing?
okay. So there would be repeated character also in string. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So there might be
Uh,
like we can have AAA.
okay. So the solution.
Okay.
Like we could use.
So let me see. So because of his coding language, he's not able because of Java language? No, that is not the scenario. People can code in any language. So there are many people who have so they want to go so
Yeah, we
yeah,
could use hash set
absolutely.
here as problem also.
Okay, use hashtag for
Uh,
that. So
so
for
should we?
ABCD, can you so for ABCD, can you print the can you copy the output and print it in the document? Yeah, just paste it on the doc. Yeah. Now you can move
So
forward with whatever you think. So, okay. No,
like
you
it
can
would
move
take care
forward.
of the repeated character also.
Okay. Can you please run it for ABC, triple A again? Like AAA. Do it for AAA, then B. Triple A and B. Do it for that.
Okay.
Okay, just let me see. Okay. 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 Fair enough. So can you use something else? Okay. So Vipul Purbe, I think that there was the slang in a public platform is not needed by you. Okay, you could have told it in a better way, and I would have did it. So, do you mind telling your age? I don't think my age would do any justification to the motivation. Just remember that I didn't have any gap years in my education. So include the character, and I'm in my starting of my fourth year. Yeah, Samsung would be asking. You can give him GFG link. Yeah, I have searched it also, but there is not a link present. So, okay, let's give him on a cross platform. Like, can we have something like else? Okay, okay, let me search it. Okay, okay. No, I don't think there is any. I tried a lot. So, do you mind? Okay. So, aren't you gonna tell? Okay. So, what do you think my age is? What do you think? Okay, so we have a problem creator. So by the way, please let a person speak as he is. That's absolutely fine. Everyone has the right to speak. So, by the way, Bipul, if you see Striver videos, you would come across me. Okay, at least three.
Shut outside. Equal to zero.
Okay. I don't think so. I don't belong from any IITs, triple ITs, or NITs. So people are telling you that the error is on line number 23. Okay. Oh, people are guessing my age. Okay, sorry, sorry, sorry. So do I look like 59, 39, 21? Okay. No, I'm just 21, which would be 22 on the December.
Let us equal to size.
It's absolutely fine. Leave him.
Okay.
Mm, I think what is our experience? Okay, what is my experience? Who is better, Striver or Kunal? For me, Striver is better because Kunal seems to be the one like he is the one best. Okay, like no one is better than him. Okay, like Kunal portrays himself like no one is better than him. I don't like that attitude, and I'm not open source guy, so that is why I try to move towards the Striver side. No, I am in my college. I'm 2023 batch pass out from Netaji Subhash Engineering College. Okay, so so Hitesh, can we pause it for a bit if we can? Yeah.
Yeah.
So so it has been 53 minutes, and I think that continuing it for more would make others. So I think it would take a little bit more time to debug.
Yeah.
So can we move to the solution if you allow?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, fair enough. So let's talk about. So what is the time complexity of your solution?
Like it would be moving through each of the character and then adding all the previous character. It would be n square.
Okay, n square. So what is the number of subsequence you are generating for a string of length n? What is the number of subsequence you are generating?
It would be 2 to the power of n. So for okay, stop saying.
Okay. So if you are generating 2 to the power n substring, then your solution is big of n square.
Mm, what ABC? Uh, one, one plus
Okay,
C.
so now this thing is so this Bipul was trying to get into family or something. So I don't want that. It doesn't seem a healthy argument. That is why I blocked him. Absolutely sorry for that, but he started going. Okay, so I blocked him. I hope I make sense of what I'm trying to do. Okay, so
So,
Okay, so okay, so I would be telling you. Can I, Hitesh?
okay, okay. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Okay, so I am unsharing your screen. Yeah. So let's talk about the problem that I gave you on the second because it is fresh on mind. Okay. So the next problem, which was the subsequence problem. So what you could have done is so I would be removing, so you can unshare your screen so that your quality would be clear and your pic won't be pixelating. You can unshare your screen as of now. Yeah, so let's proceed forward. So, so in the process of the first one where we are trying to generate the subsequence, so we have 2 to the power n, 2 to the power n subsequence. So if you observe, the first one would be an empty one, then the next one would be having the first one, then the single characters itself. Okay, so we have 2 to the power n. So the first approach you can move forward is that you can use the concept of picking up and not picking up during recursion. Okay, so it would generate all the possible. So am I audible, Hitesh? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So now moving forward to the next part of it. So picking up and not picking up. So if you talk about the time complexity of that approach, that would be exponential, but it would also use the stack space. So now it might be a scenario that the interviewer would ask you that how can you can use without using the stack space, can you do it iteratively or not without doing it recursively? So what you can do is you can use the concept of power set. So like you can move forward with 0. 0 has no bit set, then 1, which has the first bit set. You can move forward with this sort of thing. Okay, fair enough. So this is how you can proceed. So this would be the iterative, this would be the recursive. And talking about the very first problem, so you did it very elegantly, you were confident in your, but talking about the feedback, you took absolutely very less time to decide on the approach you were trying to tell. So what happened was, in the process of taking not able to explain the whole approach properly. So you were kind of taking bit by bit from the original solution. Okay. And when you are explaining, you are doing the dry run before the coding part. But when you have coded the whole solution, when you have coded the whole solution, it seemed that you had a lot of errors. And then at this time, what you can do is like when you're explaining that this is doing this is doing this. So you can having small comments like remove all duplicates, give all things. Like you can start doing all these things. Okay. So in the process of explaining your code, you can quickly start adding codes. Okay. So Hitesh is again gone. That is called power set. I searched him on YouTube. Yeah. So let me let me add him again. Hitesh, am I audible? Yeah, fair enough. So
Yeah, yeah,
am I audible to you?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So in the process, also in the process of explaining your code, what you can do is you can start giving comments to that. Okay. And then you can try to visualize it more because visualizing, okay, proving it why this is working, and then doing a dry run too at the end. Okay, this would help a lot. Like the explain, you need to work a little bit on your explanation skills more. Okay, you need to work on your debugging skills more. Like you in every question that you were trying, you required 8 to 9 times debugging, and it might not be a scenario that you would be given a platform to test your solution. The consistency of your solution or the correctness of your solution won't be tested. Like you won't be given an environment. Many times it does happens. So please be careful about that. Okay, so that's it. If you have any queries, you can ask me, or else we would end after this. So you are not audible. I think you are on mute. Yeah, you are on mute. Yeah. So any
Am I
queries
audible
you
now?
have? Yeah, you are perfectly audible now. So any queries you have?
No, no, okay. Okay.
Okay, so that's it. Now talking a little bit about your strength. You seemed pretty confident. Okay, just keep up with the confidence, and you know a lot of questions, but seems like you have mucked up a lot. To try to practice the random questions also, like start giving random questions so that you would have that debugging skill, that problem solving skill that you're trying to have. Like suppose you started off with that implementation of the small thing that is duplicates, and you took around 10 minutes to code that. Okay, but you took around 5 minutes to code the original algorithm. So it seemed that you have mucked up the algorithm and you're not that great in problem solving. Okay, so it would kind of give an idea to the interviewer that yes, let's give a kind of question which would be a modification of a standard problem, and that's the point where he would try to knock you down. Okay. Okay. So that's it. So that's it for today. Thank you and have a nice day. So now for the last 1 minute, if anyone has any queries, I would be replying to your queries for the next 1 minute, and then I would be turning the session off. So was talking about how did you start practicing on the initial part? I started practicing on hacker rank, and then I started moving forward. So it was a great session. Thanks a lot, Akhil. Most welcome. This the right bro, no DP possible recursion would be big off to and subscribe. Without referral, is it easy to get resume selected? No, I don't think so because I too belong from a tier 3 college. Low on referrals because when I start asking for referrals, the job posting goes away and then I'm not selected. So when to practice DP, there are many resources to practice DP. Like you can start off with the standard problems, then you can start doing AdCoder DP contest. That's how you can proceed. Suggestion on practicing on lead code. Um, it entirely depends. Suppose you want to progress over your problem solving, then give lead code contest or solve lead code contest fast more. You are not getting, suppose you know everything, but you're not getting the idea when you're solving a real question that from where this is not there. So how you started how to started which YouTube channel preferable? So everyone has their own preferences of their mentors. Like it might be a case that from where I learned is not working for you. Okay. So it was subsequent. So how n square is possible? Please explain that I'm confused. No, n square is not possible. N square is not possible. His solution was wrong. Like the time complexity that he was telling, I just cross-questioned him and he was not able to. That's why I moved forward with him. Mathematical formula during contest solve a lot of AdCoder problems. AdCoder problems are generally heavy on mathematics. Which website will you suggest for problem solving beginners? If you are trying to improve on problem solving, go to AdCoder. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you and have a nice day. If you found this conversation fruitful, or if you think that this should be commended, so you can leave a comment at the video. Number of possibilities should be there n square, not power of. No, the number of possibilities is not n multiplied by n plus 1 by 2, which is the sum of first n numbers. It is not that. Because see, even if we, so you can just go with the power set and it would give you an idea. The number of possibilities are not n into n plus 1 by 2, which is sum of first n numbers. This is not the scenario. So most welcome, Ferio. I know Java and JavaScript technology I prefer DS. So if you're in India, you can prefer Java. If you're abroad, you can prefer JavaScript because in abroad, JavaScript is preferred more. You're most welcome. Consider leaving a like and a comment. That's it for today. Thank you.